Hi, this is Melissa and Janice from Beautifully Broken Authentically You Ministries, and we are just here seeing what God has to say to us tonight. We're trying something new. It's a little bit dark.
Yeah.
Change of season?
Indeed.
For the weather outside or us too?
All of it.
You know, I agree.
All of it.
Do you want to do a podcast, Janice?
Could we?
Just that reaction just never gets old.
It never does. Because I enjoy it every time.
Yeah. So anyway, what is God speaking to you today?
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Did I put you on the spot?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, you had a spotlight on me, and that was kind of weird.
It was anointed.
It was anointed. So what's been on my mind a lot is how we can be deceived by everything.
Yes, even the good things.
Right, like a lot of people go and they say, oh, you know, like this is a good thing that's happening in my life, and I'm so thankful that God blessed me with it, and yet they're not really believers, and they're thanking God for it, which is good, but then when things go bad from that good thing, they blame God for it.
Right.
And it's like a deception.
Well, I mean, because I think it goes back to religion versus relationship, right? Like,
Right.
if most of these people that you talk about who would say, oh, I'm so thankful to God for this, and then in the same sentence can say, I'm thankful for this, but
not for that.
What about this? How come God didn't do anything here or whatever? So it's like religion versus relationship. I think in the relationship we know that it's like not just about the blessings, you know,
Right.
like it's about the discipline that we have to put through ourselves,
right,
to get the blessings.
Right, because faith takes action.
Yeah.
You know,
faith without works is dead, and I think that people get confused in that, and they don't
because
understand.
It's not about working for your faith.
Yeah, they're not necessarily understanding what the word works means.
So what does works means to you?
That we, like, determination, I feel like it means determination. Like, wanting something so badly, and yeah, we're praying for it because God does say in his word to pray without ceasing. But that we can't just pray. We have to put
take
our work before it. Yeah.
It's like if we intentionally want to impact a certain area of our life, we have to put some kind of effort into it. Like, I mean, when Jesus was talking with the Sermon on the Mount, and he was telling people, you know, like, you have to put action behind your faith.
Right.
You know, like, it's not like you pray for something and then with your works you pay for it. He already made the price. He already paid it with his life, you know, and the point of works is to like kind of just show what it means to you to have faith.
Right.
It's how can I help change somebody else's perspective? How can I help to love somebody that is acting unlovable? How can I get past my own expectations to help somebody else find that God is in the details?
So it's not living in the what if, it's living in the even if.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I mean, I think people just really want their blessings, and that's it. Blessings and blessings. Nobody wants to see that there is pain in a purpose. There's suffering. The Christian life is not an easy life to live. I mean, we're not guaranteed that everything's going to be so amazing, you know?
Right.
Like, if anything, like, he tells us in his word, like, you will have trials and you will have tribulation, but it's kind of like, what's your response to those going to be? Like,
right.
What's your heart posture going to be?
Right. Is it gonna be a posture of like a pure motive? Like, hey, I'm doing this because I truly want to help you? Or is it, I'm doing this because, you know, that's what religion tells me I'm supposed to do?
Right.
It's not a rule book.
Mm-hmm.
It's values. You know, like, what do you value enough to put the effort into?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, my definition of works is determination, really. So if you could define it in one word, how would you define it?
Like, diligence, maybe?
Yeah.
Like,
Persistence.
yeah. Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of words to describe that. But it's kind of like you show up and he does the rest.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been thinking a lot about that, about deception and how it can be distorted with just a tiny, tiny bit of truth. And then before you know it, it's kind of like a web of lies, right?
Yeah.
Like, once you do one, you have to keep up with all the other ones, and then before you know it, you don't even know what the first thing was.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then that leads to separation between you and your creator, and that then leads to destruction. Like, it's a never-ending cycle that repeats itself if you don't make a stop.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
We have to be mindful of, like, even generational cycles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, do you want to keep repeating the same things throughout every generation, or do you want to be set apart? Like God sets his children apart.
Yes.
You know, God says, you know, Jesus says, like, anyone who hears the words of mine and can hear them and understand them, even if you don't quite understand them,
mm-hmm.
It's all about a spiritual ear.
Yes.
It's not about physical ears.
Mm-hmm. I think so many times people don't understand the relationship or the correlation between spiritual and physical.
Right, because they don't go together.
Right.
They're completely different. And so that's why a lot of people do think, you know, religion is weird. Is mm-hmm. because they believe in weird things that goes against the naturality of the world. Mm-hmm. You know, like, the world says, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. Oh, and I want that because I can hold it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, so one thing I used to say all the time to Jilly growing up is, do you need that or do you want that? Like, because there's a huge difference. And I think that even a lot of parents today don't teach their kids that there is a difference between a need and a want. And I think that it goes back to childhood and it goes all the way up to adulthood, you know, like mm-hmm. where people just don't understand, like, the need versus the want until you're actually humbled and you can't get what you want.
Right.
And then you have to realize that you have what you need.
Right. And I think that's something I've been learning too, is, you know, like, we can all grow up a certain way, but that's not an excuse for not changing the future trajectory. Mm-hmm. You know, and so a lot of it has to do with expectations too. Mm-hmm. You know, like, the world tells you that you have to have this, you have to keep up with your neighbor, you have to keep up with this. Someone at school has this that I want, and why do they get it? They're not any better than me. Or I'm better than them, or whatever the mindset is, it needs mm-hmm. to be flipped.
Right.
You know, and I think I just noticed a lot lately that is what Jesus has been warning us about for thousands of years, is that there's going to be a lot of deception, a lot of mm-hmm. false doctrine, a lot of, it's not even, you know, like, pastors or preachers, although that is included, right? Like, you know, not everybody, obviously, but when you have the Spirit inside you, you can tell a truth from a lie. That's what Scripture says. Mm-hmm. But you have to test the Spirit with the Spirit. You can't just be like, oh, no, I already have a prejudgment. Nope. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what we are hardwired to do as humans, mm-hmm. is to judge people before we even know them.
Right. Yeah, and the best thing to do that is to realize we have every single thing that we need. our Creator loves us so much that He created us with everything that we need to get through this world. To, I mean, He gave us He says in His Word, we have the authority. He's given us the authority to tell Satan to flee, to do all these things, to use His power in His name. So
Right.
I think a lot of times people don't realize the power that they could have if they would just tap into the power source.
Ugh, I love that so much. I mean, it's very true. I listen to a lot of different perspectives from different sermons and things because I love different perspectives, but at the same time, it's all about, like, how are you going to take what Jesus gave you the authority to do? Because when He calls you to something, he doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called.
Right.
So if you have something on your heart, He's asking you to do it. Mm-hmm. He, like, it's not, oh yeah, I think I'm just going to wait for someone else to come by and do that. Like, I think that's what the world teaches, and that's not what the Spirit teaches. The Spirit teaches, like, hey, you actually, Joyce Meyer said it great when I was first learning, is, she said, like, I had to learn how to return my shopping cart to its corral. Like, because if I can't be consistent in the small things, I'm not going to be consistent in the big things.
Right.
And so sometimes it's literally a daily choice to choose to do something you don't want to do, because He's training you and preparing you for something that He's going to ask of you.
Yeah.
And yes, you still might lose something in the process of that, but what He gives, He can also take, and what He takes, He can also multiply.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think that it goes to like, He gives you things like in little pieces and glimpses. Like, He doesn't give you the end goal all at once, because I think if He gave it to you all at once, you'd be like, I'm not equipped to do that. But in reality, He's equipped you to do every single thing that He's called you to do already.
Right.
Like, but He's training you, and so you have to grow through what you go through, right?
That's one of your favorites.
It is one of my favorites. Yeah. I love that.
I know. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about that, and just how sad it is that people don't truly understand or even want to understand a relationship with our Creator. Because if you looked at the world around us, like, the beautiful everything, like everything that's created and tangible, and even the things like emotions and like the way our bodies are intricately detailed, like, that is not a mistake.
Yeah.
That is not a coincidence. Like, we didn't just sprout up from the ground, although there are plants who do that, but like, those are all detail-oriented things. Like, there has to be a God for that. There is a Creator.
Yeah.
And if they took the time, like, that's what Scripture is.
The most interesting thing is, I've just been thinking about it the whole time, actually, is that the Creator of the universe is also our Savior.
Yeah.
That is so incredible to think about.
It is. I love
it. I just don't even know if I have words on that one right now. But
I mean, the fact that He even wants to spend time with us, like, we're messy people. Like, our emotions, I mean, but He still wants to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just amazed at that every day. Like, if He can take somebody who has a horrible past or whatever, like, it doesn't even matter what your story is, if He can take it and He can use it, there is purpose in that pain. Because he's preparing us even in the bad stuff to help somebody else in that same problem.
Right. Yeah. It is incredible to think about.
And so really what we think is our weakness is His greatest strength.
Yes. So when we are weak, He is the strongest. So You know, we say it all the time on the podcast and everywhere else we go because we love to draw attention.
We do. We love to draw God's attention through other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Janice, how are you weak today?
Oh, yeah, you know.
Well, you know, like, I mean, that's just so interesting to say because we do have a lot of people look at us strange for saying it.
I mean, a lot of people look at us strange just for acting the way we do.
Yeah.
Because most people don't understand that we haven't even been friends for, like, a lot of years. This is just, like, a natural God thing. You know, like, yeah, it's just, yeah.
It's a little bit too much for some people.
Yeah.
For most people, actually.
And sometimes it's a lot for us, too. But we giggle about it because it's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. What else is on your mind today?
I was just thinking about how time can be a thief, though. I mean, I can't believe my child's going to be 21 next week. That's so crazy. How did I get so old?
I've been asking myself that question, like, with all the people around me, like, well, not all people, but some specific people around me. I'm like, when did I become more responsible than you? Like, you know? And I'm just like, and I'm still not all that in a bag of chips. Like, I still struggle. And so if I have to be the responsible one, like, I should tell you a lot.
True. But yeah, I mean, I just can't believe that she's going to be 21. But she's seen a lot.
Kid.
A lot of God stories have happened, and a lot has happened. A lot of my growth has happened over the last 21 years, honestly.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change being her mama for anything in the world.
You are a very good mom.
Well, thank you.
She's lucky. Well, not luck. It's all God. You were born to be a mom.
She's lucky, blessed. She's blessed. Yes. But, yeah, I think that's good for this evening. Thanks for tuning in to our podcast. Hit the subscribe button. We love talking about faith, so give us some topics to talk about also. We would love to talk about them, right?
Absolutely. We love to talk faith all day, every day.
All day, every day. All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by.